Hey Virgo, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, April 23rd to Sunday, April 29th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just had two announcements. First of all, I am back doing personal astrological readings. So if you want me to read your chart and to just get some time with me in person, I guess not in person, but on a video chat, please check out my offerings down below in my description box to reserve a spot with me. In it, we'll do either a 1 hour or 2 hour, depends what you sign up for, a video call. I'll bring up all your charts, I'll put them on the screen, you can ask me whatever you want. We can talk about you, your life, and help you to uncover some of your unique strengths and weaknesses, okay? Although we'll focus more on the strengths, we'll do that. Although Virgo, you might actually like the part of the weaknesses, but we can talk about that. Also, what I did want to mention, I'm doing my May webinar coming up Monday, April 30th, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. If you're interested in learning about what's going on with May, also as well, down in the description box, you can find that too. I think what's going on in May is that we're finally breaking free to live a life that we like better, that's more authentic to us, to move forward in that direction, okay? I like to think it'll be positive. However, the process to get there could be a little bit hard. We could be feeling restricted. We could want to act out in unexpected ways to finally come into new chapters, being more authentically ourselves in relationships too. Could not quite understand where all of this stuff is coming from. So there could be some of that coming in. And if you want to know how to handle perhaps some of this feelings of restriction and how to deal with the relationships, as well as what days perhaps to watch out for, please, again, check out the description box. Now, Virgo, what's going on for your horoscope? What we've got this week, Mars and Pluto in a conjunction. And that for you, Virgo, is going to be in your 5th house of happiness, also of love, romance, kids, if you have any, and passion projects and entrepreneurial ventures also fall under this house. And I think what's going on is you're making a lot of changes in your life here to be happy, to live more of a life that it is that you feel happy with. Maybe you feel like it's been hard for you to be happy in some way lately, and I think you're just trying to change your life here so that you can do more of what it is that you love. Maybe you're also, with this being in the 5th house, maybe there's changing situations in regards to kids, an ending or a beginning, in regard to a child, a death or a birth sometimes can come in here, as well as maybe some changes in regards to an entrepreneurial venture that you're working on, or some changes in a romantic relationship. With Pluto involved, some of these changes could feel a little bit scary going on, I think, but are ultimately meant to help you, especially if you address some deep emotions going on inside you. As well, with Pluto involved, some of these changes going on could have a lot to do with finances and with sexuality and with intimacy. Okay, so perhaps you're changing your finances in order to better support an entrepreneurial venture or a passion project that it is that you are working on. Perhaps you're changing your finances to better support a child. Could come in with this as well, or perhaps even changing the way that you relate intimately and sexually to a love partner. Okay, so some of those things, just to give you a little bit of a flavor, could be happening here with Pluto stationing retrograde this week in this spot. It's going to say you making changes in life to be happier is going to be key here for you moving forward. Perhaps you've been trying to be happy with Pluto here in this spot for some time, since the beginning of this year, and I think this week is the week for you to finally step into, hopefully make more of the arrangements to live a life that it is that you like much better. Okay, another reason why I think this will be positive, even if it looks kind of hard on the surface, is because Pluto in a conjunction with Mars is also going to be making a very pretty sextile with Jupiter at the beginning of this week. And Jupiter for you is in your 3rd house of talk and communication, and also of your community and your immediate environment. What else? Neighbors and siblings comes into this house. So I think anything you can do to change your life to be happier is going to help you communicate finally in a better way about the things that it is that you want, for you to feel more open, to express yourself, to be yourself, to work with your community, okay, and to just give you more of that peace of mind perhaps that it is that you were hoping for. So I think it will be good if you make some of these changes that it is that you need to make. All right, while that's going on, what we have on Wednesday is Venus moving into Gemini, and that for you, Virgo, is going to be in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, your social standing, and your life direction. And I think what's going on here is that there could be lots of communication coming in, especially on Wednesday, about where your life is going, about your career. I think you're trying to figure out how you can maybe make money from a career with Venus involved, feel better, more comfortable about your career, about where your life is going, about some big things that you are doing to put your life in a better place. So I think there could be a lot of communication, focused thinking, especially with relationships, about that going on. Okay, with Venus, as it moves into Gemini on Wednesday, making a sextile to Chiron, and with Chiron being here in your 8th house of changes, endings, and beginnings. I think there is perhaps a big change maybe in your career, in where you see your life going, that it is that you are working out, that you're thinking about with your relationships, trying to feel more comfortable with. And I actually think with this sextile to Chiron on Wednesday, there could be a chance for you to finally feel much better here, to understand what change in life that it is that you need to make, and to feel much better making some changes in your career, in your life direction moving forward. So I do think that that's going to be positive. The middle to end of the week, though, around Thursday of this week, could, though, require some decisions and some choices that it is that you have to make, and may bring up some hard conversations too. Okay, the reason for that is because on Thursday of this week, we are going to have Mercury here in your 8th house in a square with Saturn in your 5th house. And I think what's been happening is that, especially at the beginning of the week, we've got like two areas of our life that we've been thinking about. For you, you're trying to be happy and to communicate more about what it is that makes you happy. And while you're trying to figure all of that out, you're also trying to figure out how you need to change your life and what change you want to make to put your life in the right direction. And I think what comes in on Thursday is you need to bring these two areas of your life together. It's not just being happy, communicating about things that you like and that you enjoy. It's about taking things that make you happy and changing your life so that you can finally live them, do them, create a life, a career, a reputation off of the things that it is that you enjoy, some passion projects that you've been working on. Maybe a birth in the family, really beginning to build a life with a birth in the family. So there's a lot of things like that that are coming in on Thursday, really needing to figure out how to create a life direction, a career, a reputation for yourself, doing something that it is that you really, really enjoy. Okay, if you can have the hard conversations, make the decisions and the choices around those two parts of your life and how to bring them together, I do think that it's going to help you here, where the North Node is, because on Friday and Saturday we have Mercury come off of this square to Saturn and make a trine to the North Node in your 12th house of your insides and of your spirituality. So I think you figuring out how to change your life to be happier and to reach some career or life direction, doing something that it is that you enjoy, is then going to help you to feel more at peace with yourself, much better on the inside, better spiritually. I think it's also going to help you to overcome the past in order to move forward in a much better way. All right. So I do see that coming in. While that's going on Saturday, we also have Uranus here coming into the 29th degree of your 8th house. So that again is going to put more of the focus on you making some really big changes in your life. Like, you want to change your life to be more authentically yourself, which is going to be a big thing coming in this next month. Not wanting to live by someone else's rules, not wanting to live by an old way of doing things that doesn't really resonate with you. And I think what you're trying to create at the end of this week is a life that is more of what you want, that you feel more authentically yourself in, coming in. Because of that, you may make some unexpected changes. There could also be some unexpected endings and beginnings in your life as well, so that you finally can create more of the life that it is that you want. Okay, so that's happening there. After that, on Sunday, we then have the Sun here, which is going to be in your 9th house of something new, trine Saturn, very pretty, and your 5th house of happiness, really giving you a chance at the very end of this week to finally start to do something new that you enjoy, do something new that makes you happy, come into new chapters, maybe in some way with a child, with a romantic relationship, a new romantic relationship, a new passion project, come into new chapters with a business venture you've been working on. So I think if you can figure out what makes you happy and where it is you see your life going and try to bring both of those together, I do think there is a big chance for you towards the end of the week to start to feel like you're living more of a life that it is that you want and are doing something new that you enjoy. The last thing that I want to mention as well is that we do have on Monday of next week a full moon happening in Scorpio, and that for you is going to be in your 3rd house of talk and communication. So there could be a lot of talking and a lot of communicating as well going on this week, so that you can figure out what's going on with you and can get all of that right, so that you finally can launch into a future that's much more exciting for you, that's newer for you, and that can help you just to do some things that it is that you're passionate about and enjoy, okay? So that's what I've got going on for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.